Hey guys, this is Michael Cheek, and this is the third video, I believe, for Viva la Vida. And what we're going to be learning here is just a little stringed part that goes over the second verse. I believe it might repeat after that too, but for sure, the first time you're going to hear it is right before and during the first verse. I'm sorry, the second verse. And this is what it's going to be right here. Okay, now obviously the chorus comes in right after that. I'll do the next video over the chorus, but we're just going to do that little stringed part right there that comes, let's see, it's going to come right at about 25 seconds into the song, okay? Now, the verse 2 hasn't started yet at that point, but some of the other stringed instruments have already come in, okay? So what we're going to do is this. Again, we're capoed on the first fret, and I think for this video, just to let you know at the beginning, I'm going to refer to these frets after the capo. So no longer is our actual first fret what I'm going to call the first fret. That's going to be the second fret. So here's second fret. We don't consider this one. So here's second or first fret, second fret, third fret, fourth, fifth, sixth, just like that. Okay. Now the first thing we're going to play is the third fret with our third finger on the E string. Okay. And our first finger is going to play the first fret of the B string. Okay? You're going to play them both at the same time. And you're kind of just playing these and letting them ring. Okay? So that's your first two-note chord. These are all just two-note chords here at the beginning of this. Okay, now your second one's going to be second fret on the E string and second fret on the G string. And you don't play the B string. You can mute it if you're using a pick, like that, or you can just take both fingers and grab each string and play that way, okay? So that's your second chord. Your third chord is going to be third fret again on the E string and open on the B string, okay? Those two notes. And then your fourth chord is going to be second fret on the E string and open on the G string, okay? Now, with those four chords, you have the first part. So what you're going to do is play those four chords, holding each of them out, and then you're going to play the same thing again. Okay? So it's going to sound like this. Okay? Now, once you get that part done, then you're going to lead into the next part that you have, where you have a lot more single notes, okay? So one more time, just so you know where this first part fits in, here it is right here. I'll play along with the song, which I've got slowed down to about 90%, so it'd be good to practice with this before you go full speed. So here we go. Okay, so that was the part where that goes. Now, the next part, like I said, more single notes. That's going to kind of sound like this. You're going to alternate between two riffs right here. The first one's going to sound like this. And the second one's going to sound like this. Okay? So, before he starts singing, you lead in with these notes. You're going to go on the skinny E string, you're going to go third fret, second fret, open, then 3rd fret on the B string, and then open on the E string. Now that open right there is a little bit long, so you're going to hold that one. So you're going to go, okay, and then open on the E string again, and then 3rd fret on the B string. And that one's long. So that first riff sounds like this. Okay? Now for your second riff, it's going to sound like this. Okay, so that is 3rd fret on the E string, 2nd fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the B string, open on the B string, and then 3rd fret on the B string. And that's the long one. And then 3rd fret again on the B string, and then open on the B string. And that's your long one. So okay? So those are your first and second riffs that you have to worry about here. So what you're going to do is do your first riff, now your second, then your first again, and now your second again. Okay? Then you wait a second, and the next part comes in. Before that comes in, though, let's play from the beginning of this whole section to where we're at right now. So here we go with what you've learned so far. Okay, now right there where I stopped it is where this next part comes in. And basically what I'm playing during that, it's hard to copy the exact sound of a bow on strings the way they can with a cello or a violin, but we can play the notes. So basically all I'm doing is going basically like that. So it's 3rd fret on the E string and 5th fret on the E string, and we're alternating between the two. But I'm usually going, what I'm doing at the beginning is I'm playing 2 notes on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then I'm going to 5th fret on the E string, and then I'm going to go each time, I think I'm going to go 3, so I'm going, okay? So let me count those up. I actually didn't count them. Let's see how many we have. I'll play through the whole thing and then we'll be able to... Actually, let me think. So you've got... I believe we've got 4 of those. Okay, so you're going to go... There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And what happens after that, after you play those 4... Then you come in with your first riff again, not the very beginning, but the one I called the first riff, so this one. Then you come in with your second riff, except the very last note changes. This time you're going to go. Now, for the last note here, instead of playing open on the B string, you play open on the E string. So it sounds like this. And then the chorus comes in. Okay? So, for practice purposes, I'm going to go ahead and slow this down a little bit more to about 80%. And I want you to practice along with this right here until you get full speed. Once you get full speed, you can go back to where I had it at about 90%. And then when you're comfortable, just play at full speed. So, here we go. 80% all the way through what we've learned here. Okay, I think I played everything correct there. I was looking at my hand position on the guitar a little more than I was thinking about what I was playing, but I think I got everything right. And the chorus is going to come next, and then I believe we might be done with the song. We'll have to look at it and see what else there might be that I could teach you over this song, but I think that may be it. So I hope you enjoy the lesson. Again, just practice these videos in order if you can, and you won't have any gaps in the song. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Practice it hard. And